So welcome. This is the session on IDB boards and Google Workspace. This is just basically a refresher course on how to turn them on, turn them off, and some of the little tools that we have available that we can use. So the first thing, all you need to do is go to the red button. Go to the red button and just turn it on. Also, what we have the option on these boards is that we have the OPS. So go back here, find the little power button, and turn your little computer on. And as it comes up, it's going to give you the options on what you would like to run on this side here. And OPS stands for the Open Pluggable Specifications. It's just kind of a system that allows anything to be plugged into a flat screen board. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you also how to get onto your document camera also.
Oh, yeah.
It just depends on how you have it.
Ms. Nicole, quick question.
Yes.
When I've done that I shut it down in the back, and when I restart it, yours started really fast. Mine loads, and it could take like 30 minutes for it to go to that.
Okay, so what I'll do is I can put a work order in. Right here when you first turn it on, remember you're in the back and you've turned on the OPS, the power button. And if you look in the back, it'll light up green and it'll probably flash red. Therefore, you know that your OPS is working. Remember, this is your open pluggable specifications. It's the one that will turn on your computer side. And those are basically for anything that has a flat screen. Also, your VGA, which looks like this one. And then you also have a USB. It just depends on what outlet you are using for your document camera. So on this case here, I have it hooked up by VGA. I know it's VGA because it's lit up. So I know that I'm running this one through the VGA. You also can switch it over into your computer right through this system also. Just kind of think of your IDB board as one of these old projectors. It's the same thing. Instead of projecting it on the wall, we're projecting everything up here on the screen. Exactly. Yes.
And it's awesome.
Right. Just like and I'll come, just send me a little message and I'll come down and make sure you're up and running again.
It's awesome, guys.
Yes.
When you turn it on, it's like,
What do you mean if I need to do that?
meaning like whatever, let's say you're going to show like some writing and you're using the document camera, it'll display it on the board.
Oh, yeah, that's what okay, I've been using that, yeah.
So remember, anything green means it's on. Now, some of those, like this one has a little bit, it's a newer projector, so it'll have your HDMI, and then of course it would light up. If you're using an HDIM, it's a little bit better, basically because it runs video. If you want to run video through some of the VGA, we have to run one more cord. But if we're running the HDMI, it runs with the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get started and click on the OPS, the computer, and this always comes up. So we're just going to X them out. And here we have our screen. So on the bottom of our taskbar, you're going to see a folder that can hold our documents. You're going to see the one screen system. This here is another internet browser, the Microsoft Edge, and this just happens to be a calendar that just happens to be down on your taskbar. Also over here you have your Wi-Fi, and you just want to make sure it's on. You also have the keyboard, and it floats. You can move it around, but if you want to make it bigger, you can choose the size that you would like to. Just remember to click the little settings and pick however you would like it to look like. I just chose this one because it's just easier for me to move around. The sound will also come up. When we start playing the videos, the sounds will also come up. But remember, if you can't hear it, you'll see the sound over here. It'll come up in one of these, like here. It'll show me the sound. Clicking on. Right now, I don't have the sound on, I'm not playing a video, so therefore it's not letting me choose. But it should say Intel something.
So, wait, I have a question. So if I wanted to play, like, I play music when they're doing writing, right? And I do it through the OPS, but if I do YouTube or whatever, and the volume is like crazy loud, so do I control it there?
You can control it here, or you can sweep up a little bit, and you can control it from right here. You know what? These IDB boards are really loud.
Yeah.
So I try to keep them around 30, no more than 50, because if you have them on, you can hear you can hear the other teacher's classroom.
You can probably hear mine.
I can hear you.
No, you can, that's good.
So when you first start on your board, these are just like I said, these are just your taskbars. And so what you want to do is when you want to get started, we want to always turn on your one screen annotate. This is probably one of the things that we always need to remember to start up. This is the one where whenever we have anything on the screen, we can draw on. Everything we can draw on. So right here, you also gives you these options as document, the gallery, the properties, the view, and the conferences. So when I get started with it, and I want to write on it, you just pick your options down here. It gives you all kinds of colors, the thickness. You can sweep it if you want.
Can you insert an image?
Yes, you can, and I'll show you right now. Right here, you can insert. Okay? You can insert all of these. Just remember that when you get ready to insert, you're going to find it either you already have it saved, or you're going to have to search for it. But it does give you the option to insert.
And when you search it, where does it search?
Well, so when you search it, let me see, we're going to insert your picture. It's right now, it's probably something that's saved.
Tell me that. Okay.
Miss Nicole, I'm sorry, I missed how you open that. Can you backtrack real quick?
Hit the menu.
No,
and it's
no.
right here.
The board, the writing board.
Okay.
How did you?
Let me go back.
So this isn't the same one as the annotate board on the home when you.
She called it an annotate, but she said it's an annotate on the old.
Okay.
Right, it's still annotate, but we're on the annotate side.
On the OPS.
Let me, if you want it, I'm gonna just turn it off. I want to turn it off and not see the whiteboard. Click your mouse, and you're back here. This is the one screen annotate.
Oh.
So once I click the mouse off, now I can write with it on anything. So I want to turn it on first.
Okay, wait. So when we turn on our OPS, that's automatically gonna come up, the one screen?
No, you're gonna need to click it on.
Well, mine's on the bottom though.
Right, and it could be here, other places. It's here. Yeah. Make sure you click it on. That way you'll be able to write on it.
But we do have it.
Yes, we all have it.
It's either on the bottom or on the.
Right, it's on one of the sides and it says the one screen. You can move this around.
But I don't have it. Okay.
You're right, yours is going to be installed soon.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Do I have it?
Yes, you have it. And I've turned yours on.
Oh.
Okay. So when you hit right, you do have it. I think it's just that
We all don't.
we're just super busy.
I know I use mine, but I didn't know
I use mine a lot too.
So remember when you hit the annotate screen, you need to start it before you start going anywhere else. Start your annotate screen, okay? So when I hit the mouse, I can activate it back to the whiteboard.
Is there any way to put lines on it?
Okay, let me show you. Perfect. So now you go over here, like these show you all the pages I have open. So if I want to hit my document, right here I have a page open. So if I don't want the page, when I click it on, I can duplicate it. I can insert a page. So I'm just going to duplicate this page, and I can have it here. Okay. So here's my page. I also have the option to delete the page. And now look at all the pages I have running. So now you said you want to
Like say we have.
insert some lines, okay? So I can go to my gallery, and I can go to my backgrounds, click them on, and my line pattern. So when I get to my line pattern, they're going to come up. And so I can insert these. Just click it, the little arrow, and just insert it. And you have it there. Also the same thing with the plain paper. Let me look. It's here.
Do you have something like
Looks.
with our skyline?
Yeah, that's
It does. This one here. I can click this one. and I can insert it.
Yeah. that's the
Oh.
one
I can also
yeah.
insert,
But not.
But you can also take
Right.
a picture of it and then
And then just insert it,
upload
yeah,
it and then insert
yeah.
the actual
But when you
condition.
and I can
Yeah.
insert these.
Okay, but when you take a picture, where,
It'd be in the folder.
How do you get it?
Or your
Yeah.
desktop.
It's gonna be in your folder on your OneDrive, and we'll go to your OneDrive here in a second, okay? So, you guys, when you get into your backgrounds, you can insert all these. It doesn't necessarily have to be a color,
Oh, that's a good one.
but there's more, like, there's even this one.
so that one's there.
Can you show me
On
how
the
to-
Yes.
Yeah, I like it.
See how this one has the blue lines, because
Yeah.
that tells you your bottom line, then you hang your letters over.
Oh.
And you can either insert it as a background, or you can just insert it as an image, and it gives you those options.
Yeah.
And then also,
The writing.
it also has the trash can. I can sweep it into the trash can, and I can get rid of it. You have this cool little trash can. So like, here's my documents again that I've created, and you can see them as you go, and it just kind of adds them here. If this is something that you're teaching for the day. And so let's say you teach for a day and you want another one, just add it, and you can always go back to refer to wherever you have it. Also, the properties, it's the same thing. You can choose your background colors here too. The view, it's just if you want to, it's like where do you want your sidebar? And we really don't do the conferencing because it runs through Skype. The memory of your documents, your gallery, and if you look in here, there's a lot of stuff that you can add.
So I have a question, so because I run mine through the C, whatever,
Right, your VGA, yes.
the VGA.
Yes.
So I pretty much do everything from the computer.
You can, yes.
Because I have it, so it's basically choose either this or that? Is
Yes.
that- Okay,
You can either run, for right now, since you don't have the OPS on yours, you're running everything through your computer.
right?
So I'm just trying to, hopefully, as soon as you get your OPS installed, what I want you to do is run it through this side. That way you don't have to continue plugging in your computer. And for some reason, the one in your room has been, it's still it wasn't working, and they still don't have it ready. Because they come from Albuquerque and they only come like once a month. So what you guys, the main thing is that once you get your whiteboard up for the day, I would always turn on every day and then just click it off with the mouse. So now I have it up. So now when I hit on my Google Chrome and I'm getting ready to log in, I can write on it. I don't have to I can actually write on my document. So if I bring up anything from my drive, I can write on it.
But you have to have that on first.
Yes, it's important that you have this on. You have to have it on. You have to have it up and let it float somewhere. You can move it around.
So if we have like a poem, we can put it up there?
Yes.
Yes.
So-
And they will highlight?
Yes,
You
yes,
highlight and everything?
right. You just pick whatever you choose. You can highlight and just pick how you want to write on it.
Can you go to mine?
So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna show you quickly how to log in. Like mine has an error because it just needs to be synced. So I'm gonna click it here. Oh, I have my mouse on.
You
I
have
have
it.
the thing on. So right here, if you walk on someone's board and you see someone else's, you have options. Just go to other profiles. You can pick yourself, or you can just go over here and delete yourself. Okay? You can delete if someone's on your board, or if I've been on your board, you can delete me. If the stage is iTunes up, I'm gonna try to put those on most of the board, so when we come in and teach, we can just hit the stages iTunes and start our lessons. I know it's taken some of the teachers a little time to log in. We've also talked about maybe having the teachers send you the lesson in the email so they could just click it on really fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and add myself. And you know, right, it does. It does take time to add yourself. I'm gonna add myself really quick. Remember, when you add yourself at Google, it has to be at ysd.net. And of course, it sends me back to the home. It's just like the kids when they log on to their Chromebooks for the first time. It's time consuming because they have to log in. Once it logs in, it's just like your computer. I'm going to continue. You know what? If you can, make sure you sync it and link your data. I want to link my data because when I do that, all my bookmarks are going to appear. It's still thinking. Yes, I'm in. And then I have all my bookmarks up. So when I hit my waffle, see, here's all my bookmarks that I have started. All the kids, basically, if you want your kids to bring something up on their Chromebooks, when you log in, you should have this bookmark right here. All the kids have the same bookmarks. And if you want to get faster, if you want to get faster on the Clever, go to Clever Direct with your kids, and it sends them right to Clever. If you want to get them onto the Aware Online Testing for the upper grades who have been doing it, just click here and it gets them on faster. So when you hit the Clever Direct, my Clever Direct looks funny because I don't really have an account when it comes up. So if you want to demonstrate with your kids, you all have the bookmarks. Just pull down and show them. But when you're logged in on the board here, it will look like their Chromebook. This Google Chrome will look like their Chromebook, so it'll be easier to demonstrate. And then, of course, I would just log in. I'm going to go back to my ysd.net. It's really moving a little slow there. So when I come in and work with the kids, I've been trying to get into this myysd.net so they can see their email, the Google, the Clever, and they can start from there. Sometimes the kids are having a little bit of problems logging in because sometimes if you book my Clever, it doesn't mean it's always going to be that same Clever. If they get offline, and of course the kids have to do the same thing, the work account and the passwords, and I know that this has been time consuming. This is going to pop up every time your students have a update on their computer. It is going to pop up. Hit don't show again, yes. And then for the kids, for the little ones, make sure you put save, especially your babies. I'm just waiting for it to pop on. And I want to talk a little bit about the Google Workspace. Some really cool options. Like right here, do you see the reading list? This is kind of your to-do list. So when I get my reading list, not on yet, I'm waiting for it to pop up. You can add, maybe I don't have anything saved, but if you star it, then I can add it to my reading list. My reading list is like my to-do list. So if it's things that you need to go back and do, you can just add them to your reading list. You have options also when you add any of the bookmarks to mobile bookmarks, other bookmarks, or just the bookmark page. This is taking forever to come. Go back. See if I can get back on. I was trying to get to my drive. It's a little slow. Okay, there it is. So this is the page that I like to take the kids to. So when I start with the little ones, I wanted to always start with these. It may appear soon.
It's tired.
It is tired.
It's been a long day for me.
Because what I want to do is I'm going to go on and show you how to, I want to show you the PD real quick. So I have my Google, and I'm going to pop up my drive real quick. Also, some of the other options on this while it's loading is like, remember, this is just like a Windows machine. It's just like a computer. So when you want to, you have all these cool apps in your settings. Okay. the Google, all these.
We have Netflix?
Looks like it, huh?
That's what it says.
Hey.
It does. The snip and
Oh,
sketch. Like I said, it's just like a computer. So when you get ready to turn it down, one of the options to turn off your OBS is like, you click here, you can just put, I'm not gonna click it because this thing needs an update and shut down. I can just shut it down, but these yellow means I need to update and restart it. If you wanna do it someday, that's okay. Make sure you do it at the end of the day and just let it run for a few hours. It's probably gonna take a while.
Also, then we don't turn it off with that button that you turned it off.
Yes, that's another option. You can hold the button down. I can hold it down and it'll say power off. That is a very good option to use. It's probably the easiest and the fastest. Hold it down until it says power off. Ladies, please power this off at the end of the day.
Yes.
Not after each use, at the end of the day. What happens is that the screens tend to overheat. Yes, and I don't know if they're going to be covered under warranty. Okay, I have my drive up. Yay! Here I have my drive. I was going to show you the I cannot load. Okay, let's try one time. One more time. Google Prize page. I am not loading today. Okay. Let me just go to drive. Click out. Let's try one. There it is. I want to show you real quick how you can check on the PDs. Start a lot of stuff. So the fall PD is right here. So I put it in the dock. You guys can choose. You can choose what you want to do. Now you can also, the PD doc also sees if you have credit for it. So here's the document. So here's the CAM assignment. And since you're here today, I'm going to give you a QR code that you're going to fill in. Here's the other ones that are coming. So if you click here, you can click here. I need all these.
You know what? I think I tried clicking it one time, but it was like not accessible.
You know why? It's still scrolling. It's still scrolling on me. I need all the PD completed by Friday, the November 19th. I have to submit everything to central office with the sign-in sheets. Okay. I don't know. I have it linked. Let me show you what it does.
So is this first one going to be okay?
Let me try one more time. So when you click on the link, actually it's so slow today.
So we have to have 6 hours completed before November 19th?
No, you're doing 3 hours in the fall, 3 hours in the.
Oh, good.
This is
3
your
hours,
this is your
only
1
half
hour
an
right
hour.
now.
This is 1 hour?
Yes. Okay, so here's what it looks like. I have everyone's names, and it tells if it's completed. And also, if you want to look on it, you can look here. This link going to work. And what is it? It lists. It's a spreadsheet of everyone's names who took the class.
Oh, okay.
Okay, like my Canva. I can see them. I just can't.
Here's this one. What's this one called?
This is the fall. This one I put in the pause vector.
This one is the IB.
This is the IDB board one. Here's the fall.
So we have to go do that?
We have to
Or you're
do
gonna do that.
Okay. So it's all right here. So if you click on the links,
So if I go on the prospector and I click on the link,
to the the 2021 fall semester technology PD? Yes.
We have to
We
put
have to
in
put
our
ourselves.
names?
I'm sorry, what?
We have to put our own names?
I'm gonna give you a barcode right now. I'm gonna give you a QR code right now, and you're gonna fill out the attendance form. Okay?
Oh, is that where my phone?
Yeah. That's why I wanted you to bring your phone.
Oh, I didn't bring my phone.
So I need to, no, I don't need to download.
Oh, here it
the
is.
QR code.
Okay, so now it came up. So it tells me right here who's attended. Okay, and like if you hit on the Canvas, the Canva one, you might want to take some time and look at the Canva because they put their project in it. If it's self-paced, you just got to put a project in it. And if you click on their Canva, you can see what we can share each other's idea. So like they did this one, and it just pops up what they were sharing in Canva. So that's why I kind of linked it. So you can see these people had already done it, and this is their product. So if you can get some ideas from other people. So I have linked everything on this. I have linked it, okay?
And we
here
find that
again,
in
your
the
PDF.
prospector, right?
Yes, yes.
So we have to do sort of something, is that what it is? I mean,
No, when you do self-paced.
Yeah, when you do self-paced is right here with me. If you're with me,
For face-to-face.
self-paced means you're gonna have to do some kind of a project. If you're doing face-to-face, it's right here with me. And I'm gonna give you the form right now to fill out.
I'd rather do face-to-face.
So it'll come up eventually. But what I'm gonna tell you right now is I'm gonna go ahead. Here it is. So this is something that someone has done. This is what Miss Delgado had done with her Canva. And she's just kind of, and you can just flip through it. You can just flip through it.
Oh, what a
Okay.
overachiever.
I know. And you can just flip through and see what she's done.
Good for you.
I know. But you know what? Also, it's great just to see what teachers are doing in the classroom. You also have to remember it's based on their grade level. So once again, if you come with me, the product will be done right here, and I'm going to give you the form to just fill out that you came, and then I will link it. I will link it here saying that you've completed and you're done by your name. I will do that. So one more thing I want to remind you is that make sure you turn off every day. You just hold it here.
If it says turning backlight off, I'm not doing it, right?
No, you're not. You have to hold it, roll it. You have to hold it in for a few seconds, and then you can either confirm it or it'll just shut down OPS, please wait. And that shuts your whole board down for the day.
Now that you have watched this video, please continue to fill out the form below. When you complete the form, you will have earned 1 hour of credit towards your technology PD for the semester. Just a reminder that all teachers need to complete 3 hours of technology PD per semester in the fall and in the spring. Right now, the fall choice board is located in the prospector. It's also located on the Scotty Express. If you need assistance, please let me know. Thank you.